welcome back to the conversation that never ends. This is Timeless Talk. I'm your host, AJ, and this is episode 9, season 3.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Woo. All right, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? This is a very, very, I guess you could say close-knit. What would you call this slideshow? This is like a very close quarters episode where it's just, what do they call that when you're in a small space with people? Intimate. This very intimate episode where it's just, me and
Touchy.
my boy slideshow. So, we out here, man. We chilling. I'm gonna explain the ambiance in the background in a second. But before I do that, of course, you guys, we got to do this right. We got to start this off right. To my right, as always, we have slideshow. Yeah.
Had to come out the blanket for that one.
Yeah, man. So, in case you guys are wondering
why this nigga got a blanket on.
Why slideshow has a blanket on? That's because we're actually outdoors for this episode. And man, if we were to tell you guys what we've been through today, man, it was a backwards day. In case you're wondering why I said episode 9, season 3, and not season 3, episode 9, it only felt right to give it a backwards intro for a backwards day, man.
As you could tell, the sun isn't behind us, but we were supposed to record during the day.
Originally, that was the plan originally, right, Sly?
Crazy. But they'll find out about that later on, though.
Yeah, they're going to find out about that in a minute. But you guys know, in the meantime, honestly, we just want to say thank you guys again for tuning in every single week. Yeah. Fucking with us every Friday.
That's right.
It's been great, man. Thank you for having patience with us. And we missed last week. We took a little intermission last week because, we made it to the halfway point of the season. So we just wanted to take a week off, gather our emotions. Everything's been going on, gather ourselves, get a little bit of rest, and come back the following week for y'all. So we're back now with episode 9.
Back and better.
Back and better. You know what I'm saying? But, to explain better why we're outdoors, like I said, originally it was meant to be outside during the day. That was our original plan, was to knock it out when the sun was out, have everything kind of just be nice in here flowing. But it worked out because luckily for us, my neighbor had some studio lighting.
These Hollywood camera lights and whatnot.
These Hollywood camera lights we got back here because, this porch actually don't have lighting. So I had to...
At least not on this side.
Not on this side, not on this side. So we had to really throw something together real quick to make this happen, and we did. So... it worked out nicely. I'm happy with it.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to your neighbor.
Yeah, shout out to my neighbor, bro. He knows who he is. Yo, we'll just call him Afi.
Oh, give him the clap too, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're totally right. He definitely... Anyway.
If you're his neighbor, that's what you get.
That's for you, Raphael. Thank you, Raphael.
He looked scared when he saw me, but...
He looked scared, huh?
You don't got too many black people in this neighborhood, huh?
Not in this neighborhood.
Bro look concerned. Like, do you know there's a nigga in front of your garage? That nigga double looked at me. I said, oh, hi.
You know what I think it was? Is because we hopped over there when he was pulling up.
Oh, just crossing over to his porch,
bro. And he was probably just like, what the fuck? I mean, then when he realized it was me, he was just like, oh. Okay.
I tried to reference the scene from Friday when they were crossing over. Can you guys stay off my...
Yeah. Can you stay off my lawn? What was his name again? Not James. What the fuck was that guy's name again? That was Stanley.
Oh, Stanley. Okay.
Stanley. Yeah. Stay off Stanley's lawn. That's what it felt like. It was a Stanley moment, y'all.
Because he was just pulling up.
Yeah. He was just pulling up. So I get it. He was caught off guard because then he saw slideshow, an unrecognizable black man.
Yeah, he probably thought I was holding you captive. Like, open this nigga's door,
open it up, right? Yeah. He's like, bro, fuck, that's what's coming next. Nah, man, we ended up just he hooked us up because he has his own in-house studio. I believe he does sermons. He's Christian.
Is that what it is?
He's a pastor,
I was gonna say, how you know he had this stuff? I'm like,
I knew it because
you just know it's in your neighbor's garage.
Not even.
Hey, watch out for this man.
Say, watch out for this man.
You want some Ezel stuff? We don't kill, we steal.
What's with all the Friday references, man?
Huh?
It was like a Friday kind of day to you, what?
Hey, it is Friday. For me.
It is Friday. It is actually Friday.
Oh, it is Friday.
We're recording this on a Friday, bro.
Yeah.
It is a Friday type of day. This is a fucked up Friday.
Hey,
man.
Today is like just a big coincidental kind of.
And exactly why we brought back the first, you said it's kind of what coincidence?
Mm-hmm.
It is a coincidence. It was actually a kind of creepy coincidence, you guys, because before we get into the topic right now, which ties into the whole coincidental situation that took place today,
Right.
and as to why we're recording now when it's dark out, it's kind of creepy because off the record, Slideshow was kind of we're throwing on ideas what we want to make this episode about, right? He's just like, yo, what do you think about coping with death as a topic for our episode? I was like, yo, I mean, hey, that could be some useful information for people, right?
Yeah.
And well, little do you know, man, my parents' Maltese of 14 years unfortunately had to be put down today. And it was rough, man. It was, just of all days of, what are the odds? Literally a few hours earlier, I got my co-host telling me we should talk about how to cope with death, and my dog dies, or my dog ends up having to be put down. It's rough, man. It was harder on my mom because that was her dog mostly. Little Maltese, Gizmo, awesome dog, man. You know what? I'm gonna give him a shout out. You know what I'm saying? I do believe in my heart and in my mind that, he is up in heaven, man. And then eventually, we'll be able to see him again, because at the end of the day, they are God's creatures. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So shout out to you, Gizmo.
That's right.
For 14 years of life, man. And I believe in doggy years, man, that's close to 100, bro. It's like 98, 99 years old.
Yeah, bro.
So bro had a really good run, man. And
yeah, he
was an amazing dog, bro. A lot of good memories with him, man. It was a tough day. And I think what was hardest for me, man, was being in that room. And, Slideshow, shout out to Slideshow too for being in there with us, man. Because it was tough. And bro, I really talk on honestly, bro. You were in the room. The tension it's sad, dude. Like, I didn't actually feel like the heaviness or
he was crying.
Hold on, I'm getting to that, bro. I didn't feel the emotion hit me though until my mom was there.
Oh,
I started to tear up a little bit right when they brought him in on the table.
Yeah, and
I was holding him. Actually, you know what? That's not true. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I did start to tear up right when they brought him in, and my mom wasn't there yet.
But you were still staying strong, so
I was. I started to tear up a little bit, man. And then Slideshow kind of put his hand on my shoulder, like, "You got this, bro."
Nah, because it's because the only reason I shared your pain is because I lost my dog. I think maybe about a year or 2 years ago.
Yeah,
it was the same case. The dog was 15, was having seizures. And that's how we kind of figured, like, oh, what is her age again? When did we get her?
Time, yeah.
And then she was already 3 when we got her. And then seeing the seizures, I was kind of hurt. But then when I see my mom cry, I was like, I don't know, something about seeing your mom cry. It breaks you, man.
Bro, it does. It gets you, right? So, man, when I saw her, man, and start to cry and have that connection with the dog, I was done. It was over at that point. I couldn't hide it no more.
You know how they say, like, when a baby cries, the mother could feel it even if she's not around? I think that's exactly
what that was.
That never goes away.
And we experienced that today.
Yeah.
Bro, obviously mainly me, but man, like I think you felt both of us, man.
Oh man.
And you started to fight him back a little bit, didn't you?
It is because it just reminded me of my dog. I can't
put you in a spot where you're like,
and just seeing how old the dog was, and then like how we seen the dog behaving. I told you that's exactly how my dog was acting before, like just
same early signs, right?
Same thing, like falling over, rolling over like that, like crazy. And then but she was actually having the seizures though.
Yeah, they couldn't really pinpoint for our dog.
Yeah,
because he had drool, but it wasn't like anything.
But it wasn't foaming.
Yeah, it wasn't foaming.
It was a lot of saliva, but
that's what it was. Yeah, but it wasn't no foaming in the mouth or anything else indicating an actual like
seizures. Yeah. Nah, it was just a peaceful put down. It was quick. Never seen that before. Never seen it before.
Like that, right? He didn't squirm or nothing, man.
No, it was just laying down, blink once, and now they put that stuff for quick.
It does. It kicks in fast, man. Like you saw that. What kind of broke my heart a little bit is when they stuck the first needle in. He reacted. He looked up because he felt it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, bro. He did look up.
Well, I was trying to take the pictures of you guys, so I didn't see that part.
That got me a little bit because he felt the needle go in his arm, in his little paw. So it just little things like that, man. When you see your dog reacting to pain or whatever the case, it breaks your heart even more. I have a soft spot for animals, especially in particular, man, and it was fucking me up, dude. Trying to hold it together, trying to be strong for that. My mom in that moment, that was hard, man. And just see him kind of jolt like that. And
no, I was gonna say, I think the hardest part of the whole process is watching the first needle going, because once that go, okay, so like we already started. Like,
there's no going back. That was bro. Yeah. Tell me, I was thinking the same thing, bro. I was literally like,
I was like,
now there's no going back.
This is it. Yeah,
this is legit. This is the way out, bro.
Like he already started.
Yeah, man. I knew once he stuck that in, there's no going back. He came, no, I changed my mind. I don't think it's too late. Once they start pushing that first injection, maybe.
You know what I was thinking though, bro? I was like, what is this doctor just started tripping and he wanted to stab me with that? I was like,
you started thinking that? That's dark, bro.
I was like, yeah, that's.
And I was like,
get that away from me, man.
So I thought about something similar to that. I thought, can this same concoction kill?
I was thinking that too. Could
you, if you were to inject this into a human, could you knock someone else out?
That's what I thought he was
going to stop their heart like that too.
That's why I thought bro was going to spaz and just start like trying to stab. Yeah, I had my, he was pretty cool, but I had my eyes on him. Now I'm about to whoop his ass.
No, I feel you. You never know, bro.
And shout out to him too. He was cool.
Yeah, he was cool. He was cool, huh? He was down to earth too. Real cool cat, bro.
I still whoop your ass though. Shout out. You don't call him Dr. Ming because I didn't get his name.
Hey, man, you know what, man? The Dr. Ming, because he was Chinese? Bro was from Asian descent for sure, bro.
That's in honor of my friend. No, I actually had a friend named Ming. Nigga could barely open his eyes, but that was the homie. I missed him.
He said he could barely open his eyes.
He sells Chinese food now.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, nah, he really sells Chinese food now. Check him out, Dragon Express.
Legit, he's over there?
Dragon
His
Express.
name is Ming.
Ming, yeah. Every time I go over there, I still say hi to him. That's it. That's legit. Fact check me.
Fact checked you, right?
Fact check me.
Man.
Otherwise, I'm going to get canceled, so fact check me.
Yo, fact check them, guys. Go over there. If you live out in East Palmdale, go over and check out Dragon Express and ask for Ming.
Look, just got them some business.
He said bro could barely open his eyes.
He barely could.
Really? Oh, man. Okay.
Love him, though. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to Ming, though. That job can't be easy,
You want to hear his full name? Wait, no, I ain't going to put his government out like that.
This is here. I'll take it out. Hashtag leave it in.
Hashtag leave it in.
What is his name, bro?
His full. Wait, no, because
you have the point of return, man.
Because I ain't showing a picture of him. So
really not. Yeah, we're gonna post it. Yeah, go ahead.
Bro's full name is Ming Shuang Wang.
No, it's not.
Ming Shuang Wang.
Oh my gosh, bro! Don't get any more Asian than that, man. Do you know if he's Japanese or Chinese or?
I don't know. I think he is Chinese.
Is he?
Yeah, but everybody I used to make fun of him walking around elementary school. I used to walk around like Ming Shuang Wang, like just walking around saying that, bro. But it was cool though,
bro. People probably gonna think we really twisted, man. Hey, just so you guys know, man. Honestly, it was more heart wrenching for me. Not to get off topic, it was more heart wrenching for me when I was there in the moment. I know if I sit here and I think about him long enough, if I think about Gizmo long enough, I'll start to feel it again. Those emotions will come back. But it's something about seeing it happen in front of you, because you said you never experienced that, right?
Never seen that before.
Yeah, something about, to the listeners and viewers out there, something about watching your animal on the table take its last breath and the heartbeat stop and the stomach stop is just, it does something, man. It triggers it. And you know that you really love this animal, this pet, whatever. Or whatever have you, your pet, your animal, like whatever you wanted to refer to it as. You love it once you start to cry, bro. Because then you feel a raw, real emotion, though, that's not controllable, because that's how you know you really loved
I noticed
this animal, because they love you. It's something about understanding that they loved you unconditionally,
right? And
looked into your eyes as they died, bro. It does something to you, man.
How did you feel? Because I noticed you had asked the doctor, if he was gone already. So how'd you feel once the doctor checked for the pulse and declared him deceased?
It felt weird. It felt strange in that moment, man.
It didn't feel real, right? It was too quick.
It was way too quick. It didn't feel real. I almost wanted to shake him, like to wake him up. Gizmo, like, come on, Gizmo. Hey, Gizmo, like, I wanted to shake him awake, bro. When he said that, it was hard to believe. It really was.
I wanted to, when I seen my dog out there, because my dog died very peacefully in the house. Like, it lay down in the house and just, like, it lay down comfortably in the house and just
stopped breathing.
Yeah, so when my brother came and told me, like, hey, yo, like, I think my dog's name was Molly. Yeah. Like, hey, I think Molly is dead. I was like, oh. I didn't want to. I believed him because it's like, that's something, you
wouldn't play
normal
with.
Normal people, don't play with.
Don't play around with, yeah.
So when he told me that, I was like, I asked him, and then that's what reminded me, or when you say like a dog, when a dog is about to pass, is when it just like goes to the side of the house.
Yeah, it'll go somewhere away. Yeah,
that's exactly where our house was. The side of the house, just in the corner,
That where Molly was?
In a little fence, yeah. So she was in the house. And then, man, I stooped it down. I shined the light inside the house. I seen her. And, man, I kind of, like you said, like, I wanted to shake her and, like
wake her up.
Yeah, it doesn't, like, you've been here this whole time just to, like, fold on me now?
It doesn't hit you right away. It doesn't.
Right.
I was still, well, matter of fact, when we took Gizmo into the vet today, man, I was like, I'm not really, it's not striking me right now. We might come out of here with bro. You know what I'm saying? We might take him back home with us. I didn't really want to write him off all the way automatically right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know that the doctor still even had hope because he didn't want to write him off right away.
He came in that last time. When he came in that last time, I guess he just didn't want to be misunderstood.
Yeah, almost like, bro, no, you guys don't have to put him down. I'm not telling you guys to put him down.
Yeah,
you saw that, right? Almost like let me try to redeem this dog if
but
they really want to.
You could tell he cared. He actually cared, though,
bro. Seriously, you know, for that one man, he really deserves a hand clap, honestly, because that shows. Yeah, shout out to the Asian doctor, bro, that we had.
Dr. Ming.
Shout out to Ming, because honestly, man, that showed, like you said, bro really gives a shit.
Cared, yeah.
He really cares, bro. He really, really cares about his patients, even though they're animals. You know what I'm saying? He really cares about his dog patients, man, and that's respect. He's doing a trade that he actually, you know, appreciates and has a heart for, man. And he's like, you know, I just want to let you guys know there is a chance that with steroid injections, because what they wanted to do is they wanted to give him a steroid injection, and then they wanted to give him like steroid medication to take for the next few days after that, along with pain meds for his nerves. The only thing is he had less than a 50% chance of making a full recovery if there was more damage to the spine. You know what I'm saying? Since there was no MR, 50. That was less than 50%, guys. So, and that's without an MRI, what do you call it? An X-ray diagnosis. Yeah. And he's up there in age, man. Like if bro was like 4 years old, in dog years, that's like in his 20s, 30s, whatever, 40s.
Oh, you'd bounce back.
Of course. He bounced back, and putting him down wouldn't even been an option.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That would have been inhumane at that point. You're murdering an animal at that point. But bro was 99, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was already, and I just found out recently from my pops right now, not too long ago, right before we started recording this, that bro was already showing issues with his back. Showing issues with his back prior a few days.
To this. Yeah.
So, you know, he was slower to get up in the mornings, and so his time was coming soon, man. And if he wouldn't have if he wouldn't have kicked the bucket tonight, it would have been within the next few months or so, if that. You know?
And I'm about to say something very profound, bro.
Before you say that, hold that thought. The last thing I want to say, guys, is there was a total of 3 shots. I want to get this out there real quick. The last shot was the one that put him down, brother. That stopped his heart. Because I know that the first one, the first one made him sleepy. The second one, he
didn't feel anything, right?
No, exactly. So I think it was to numb him up. The second one was to just kind of like, I think, inject poison. And once it started going through his body, and you know, I'm thinking like, you know, travel through his veins and all that. The last one was kind of like
how strong it must have been, though,
to put him that quickly, because you saw how quick that was. And it was one shot after the other. Then the last one, what do you think the last one was for? Then was that the heart stopper or?
Honestly,
I don't know. I thought the second one had the poison. You know what I mean? It makes sense for 2, but the third shot, what was that for? Is that to make sure that, was it a double dosage of poison, you think, or?
No, I think the first one was for sleeping. I think the second one was so you don't feel pain. And I think the third one was
the poison.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Okay, that makes sense. So the first one was to make him drowsy, to fall asleep, to get sleepy, right? And the second one was probably so you don't feel no pain.
Yeah.
The third one was probably the poison. That makes sense. Damn.
But bro, I did not know. I didn't notice when
it's hard to watch.
The last heartbeat or the last breath was taken. It was just like
he's gone.
He's just not there. Yeah, he just said, he was like, yeah, he's deceased.
I didn't hear any exhaling.
Yeah, nothing.
He went from breathing to,
and his eyes were still open.
Yeah. Do you know? Yeah, bro. Exactly. You know what's so scary and sad about that? I wonder if he felt scared, if he felt calm. I'm gonna start crying thinking about this, man. It's like you're watching your animal take his last breath, bro. Damn, man. Yeah, I don't know how to put that into. It's heartbreaking, man, because they don't know why you're saying goodbye to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're petting them, they feel calm. I'm sorry, y'all.
You got this, brother. Yeah, man, take your time, bro.
Yeah, this is crazy.
It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy.
It's just hard to see that, guys. You know?
Yeah, I do know, man. I do know. The only reason I do, man, is because I didn't get the opportunity to see my dog go, but I got the opportunity to bury my dog myself.
Dang.
So it's like that
experience is probably heavy as itself, I'm sure, right? I mean, how did that make you feel? You witnessed that. Is that the profound thing you were going to say? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. That, I'll say that in a second. But it was, well, see, because I don't know, my brother, he a little girl. Shout out to him too, though. But he didn't want to touch the dead body.
Oh wow.
He didn't want to touch the dog. But you know, we do what we do. You know, we always do. So that's nothing for us.
That's nothing for, especially an animal. Yeah, people and animals. Yeah.
So she was actually like she was a good size. She was because it was a border collie mixed with pit bull. So she was a decent size. But you know, so I picked her up myself. I was the one that dug the hole. It was maybe 3-4 feet deep. I laid her in, you know, covered it up, and then we put our dogs, we put the dog house she died in on top of the spot that she's buried, so we never lose that spot. So, but as soon as we covered it up, we allowed our pit bull back out, and we didn't let him see it, but he kept on circling the spot where the house was at and smelling the ground. So he knew too.
He knew. Yeah, that's his way of recognition. Like, and
that's his mom, because I think when we got him, my brother had him since he was a newborn, and she was already like 3 years old. So like shit, like
how deep did you guys dig?
For the hole?
Yeah,
about like 4
or 5 feet.
Yeah, 3-4 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go pretty deep. That's why
you got to. Yeah, and then it got to be like a full square so the whole thing could fit. It took a minute. It took a little while.
I'm sure it did, man. Digging a grave, yeah, that's no joke, man.
I couldn't imagine trying to bury an actual person, because you got it. Because then that would actually stink. So
it would. You got to go 6 feet, if not lower.
The 6 feet is that's if you got in a box or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you don't, you got to go deeper than that.
Yeah, 12 feet, 15 feet.
Because I think if you take it all the way into the desert, and you don't bury it deep enough, the smell will still travel.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah, the smell will still travel.
Damn, so, that's crazy. And that's how they find bodies out there, bro, because you take a bloodhound out there, they're going to find it.
Yeah, easily.
Bloodhounds, they got noses like...
Especially if you take...
no other, man.
Make them smell a scarf for a sock or something like that. Yeah,
bro, they're crazy. That's all they need. Yeah. That's all they need, and they'll find the person. Amazing dog nose,
I
man.
thought that was just TV, though, but...
Nah, bloodhounds got noses like that, bro.
You know what I was going to say, though, bro? What I was going to say is... the
profound thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, the way that doctor acted with that dog today, I have yet to see, or while I was working at the hospital, I've never seen a doctor treat an actual human like that.
Damn, that's facts.
I don't know if I'm speaking from my experience. You've been there longer than me. I don't know if you've seen it, but...
Not where we worked at. No, that's crazy. Bro, you know what? Unfortunately, I think there's more medical staff working there for the paycheck,
right?
More than the actual job itself, or actually caring for the patients. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, man, I think that's the case.
And they get paid more than this doctor probably gets paid.
They do. You're right. It don't make sense, right? It don't make no type of sense, man. And you know what's really comforting, man? This is off topic, but my dog, my other dog right now is sleeping on my feet. It's very comforting, man. It's like just having that down there, feeling her pulse and her breathing. Something comforting about it, man. I don't even want to imagine the day that I can't do her, bro. I'm not gonna be able to, man. No way, man. Just like my other dog, Rocky. Like I told you, I wouldn't be able to do it. No, especially when you're with him all the time, every day, bro. No. Yeah. Can't do it, man. That shit would really fuck me up, man. Like, not that this didn't fuck me up too. That would really, nah.
But that was just your mom's dog. It wasn't really on you like these two are.
Not exactly. Not like the way these two are. Yeah, exactly. Because with her, it's just more like, man, like I said, when you're with them, raising them every single day, it does something different to you. You know what I'm saying? So when something of that magnitude happens,
type of attachment,
man, it really fucks you up, bro. But anyway, back to answering your question. Yeah, I don't think at the job place, bro, where we worked. Yeah, man, I don't think I've seen that type of compassion, bro. Because like I said, a lot of them, unfortunately, are there more for the money than
anything else.
Patient
care.
That's
crazy, man.
It's like they're not just numbers, man. They're not just people. Like some people are like, oh, you know, they're just they're a prop. When they pass away, you put them in the bag and go. Like,
or you know, some of the doctors be like, oh, just call it. They're gone. Just call it.
Yeah, and then they'll walk out with no emotion. Like, oh, get the bag. You know, that's it. Time is, bro. Where's your human
humanity?
Where's your humanity at? It's non-existent. Like it's disturbing, man. And in some hospitals, depending on where you guys are, you visitors, watchers, you viewers, and listeners out there, it can vary. I'm pretty sure some hospitals are better than others, but ours in particular is a little twisted when it comes to that, man.
I was gonna say, I'm like, man, I'm
without saying no names, of course.
Or the name
that.
of the name of the place, right?
The name of the place we're talking about. Yeah, no, that's not gonna be disclosed. But this is good that we're telling this, man, because like I said, I wanted to tell you guys this story before we got into how to cope with,
by the way, this is one way to cope with it, by talking about it.
That is true. This is one of many ways. It's one of many ways to cope with your grievance, your sadness of losing a pet, you know what I'm saying, or an animal, or just they love you unconditionally, man. Like I said when I was tearing up, it's just they love you unconditionally, so it's hard, man, to accept that they're gone. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no coming back. You didn't leave them at the groomer. You didn't leave them, you know what I'm saying, at a babysitter or a kennel or whatever have you.
Right.
And, pick them up later. You can't do that. This is a one-stop shop. So having that and accepting that and living with that, like Sideshow said, one of the ways of coping is to do what we're doing literally right now. And that's why it's actually perfect. It ended up being a perfect topic for today because there's some shit that literally just happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, honestly, out of how both of our dogs went, man, I think I'd have chose yours over mine. Because although how we found my dog in a doghouse, she did look peaceful. She didn't have anybody to watch her go. Yeah. She didn't.
I see what you're saying, because there's a benefit then to actually being there and sending your dog off.
Because your dog had mom and basically dad there to see him off.
Yeah.
So it's like how much more comforting can that be?
Damn. Facts.
My dog. I don't know if dogs think, but if they do, my dog just laying there like
you said it. And then the crazy thing is, and it's actually true. It's been proven too that they actually do go off. Mm-hmm. Like you said earlier, you mentioned earlier, they go off somewhere to die alone.
She went to her house. Yeah,
she went to her doghouse. Like, am I going to trouble them? I'm just going to lay here and accept it is for what it is. It's crazy how they know that in their instincts.
Right.
That's why I bring it up again, because the instinct of it, man, is like
maybe there's just the urge of I don't know if it's the type of I'm tired. Like, let me just lay comfortable. I just want to lay comfortable.
Yeah, right and they might not even understand it, but they know that something's different. Right? Yeah, they know something's off about it, so they're just like, I might not wake up from this nap. So let me just, or maybe they don't even process it that way. They might just think I'm really tired, so let me go get my good sleep over here.
Or maybe they do know.
Or they do know, or they're just like, you know what, this is it.
Yeah,
this is the long nap in the sky that I'm not going to come back from. So let me just go take that away from my owners and who love me. Let me not be a burden or hurt to them. Let me just come over here and, damn, dog, that's true. That might be what it is, bro. They might. I think that they know.
Yeah,
I think that they know. They must know.
I'm about to say, I gotta show you what that picture looks like, because there's no way, if you look at that picture, there's no way you could just, she knew she was about to die, so she laid very comfortably. She didn't like,
yo, your dog, she knew it.
She laid in the house and her head was just on the wall of the house, just like,
cause man. And she picked the most comfortable position that she could find for that reason.
I'm gonna show you the picture. Yeah,
I need to see
I'll show you the picture.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I need to see that.
Yes.
I believe it, man. I want to see it now. I do want to see it. We're not gonna post it. Just out of.
I don't know if that's too graphic to show.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Because especially because we're talking about death here.
Yeah.
I would show you guys a photo of Gizmo right before.
Maybe we could just show pictures of what they look like.
Yeah, we'll just show you guys on the screen now what our dogs look like. The ones we're talking about that passed away. This is Gizmo. Man, and then
this is Molly.
That's Molly. Man, it's just, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? I will keep both pictures up here. I'll keep Gizmo above me and Molly above Slideshow. It's just tough when you, like I said, man, and you out there that you guys can relate to what we're talking about. And I'm sorry if I sound like I might be repeating myself on some of the things tonight, but it's so fresh, man. And this is something like we want to get off. I want to get off my chest. And I'm glad that he was able to bring it back with me to kind of experience it. And then also it brought him back to when he lost his dog. So he can definitely relate is what I'm trying to say, Man. And you never witnessed that before, right? That was the first time you ever seen something like that?
Yeah, I've never seen a dog get put down before, man.
That's what it was. I was like kind of
a little bit of
polarizing.
Squirming and
like during the shots, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, there was a little bit of a jolt when he got that first stick because he was like, "Wait, what's going on?" Obviously you feel a needle being shoved into your paw, as in me or Slideshow would feel it being injected in our arm. Same
thing. Yeah.
So
but what's crazy, bro?
What's up?
My thing is, I wonder. He said he was doing something in Gizmo when he took him back there. But when he brought him back, it's like he was calmer than when he
I noticed that too, bro.
Yeah.
It's so true. I'm glad Slideshow said that because, bro, Real talk. Did you notice that? I noticed it right away.
Yeah.
Because remember when we first got there, he was fidgeting a lot. He didn't want to sit down, lay down.
He didn't want to lay down.
He didn't want to lay down.
Yeah.
But when they took him to the back to fit him with his IV, is what he said.
Yeah.
We'll fit him with his IV and we'll bring him back. I think they gave him a sedative to relax him.
Probably. Back and he was laying the whole time.
Yeah. You know what I think it was, too? It might have been a painkiller. It might have been something that just, like maybe like a quick little morphine shot or something. Just, the pain is gone. So he was able to relax more. That's probably what that was, bro. They did give him something. They must have because bro was just.
Yeah, But he did wake up when he seen
my mom, man. You see, guys, and that's another heart-wrenching part was my mother was
his
on her
eyes
way.
opened wide.
You know, he went from like Sideshow was saying, when the doc had brought him back, he was very, you could tell he had got a sedative, to relax him. And you could tell clearly, right, that he was like high on something or something to kind of just mellow him out. Immediately, he's like laying down like this, and we're holding his head. And as soon as my mom walked in the room, man, to say goodbye to him, and she switched places with me, immediately, bro's
eyes open wide,
and his head even lifted up.
That's crazy, right? How you gonna tell me they don't have emotions
or they don't have a soul? Yeah, I don't believe that, man. Like I said, doggy heaven. No, I mean heaven, man. They're all God's creatures, bro. I think that if they have a deep connection with the believer, why wouldn't he keep your animal for you? Man?
Hey, there's a Bible verse that challenges that. Yeah,
really? Because some people say they don't have souls, bro. I refuse to believe that. Bro had a soul, man, for sure. They have, and I think that they go with their primal instinct. And not only does it certify whether they have an owner that's a believer, they're going to go to heaven. I think they go to heaven regardless. Yeah, so you see, even it's like Sideshow was just saying, like, if there's a verse out there, and man, that thing, it basically kind of is the evidence that does exist, right? That they do go somewhere. They have a soul. They're not just a mindless animal that's just living here, eating, shitting, reproducing, and then dying. No, there's more to them, man. They have emotions. They love their owners unconditionally. There's a heart in there, man. It's not just primal animal with no, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's love, bro. Like,
hey,
dogs,
bro.
Like I said,
these parents. There were two parents. I read this in a book one time. There's parents that were given a what's it called? A testimony. For you guys don't know what a testimony is, it's when you tell of God's goodness of what He's done for you. But
an example, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A life event, right?
Yeah. Something major that's happened. But so they have I think they had 2 or 3 children, right? So something along the lines of that.
Okay.
And the children were playing, I guess, back doors open, it's all around the infant area, like maybe 3, 4, 5, something like that. And the back door's open. I think one of the parents are in the kitchen cooking, and then the other one is just off somewhere else. Kids are playing, running around, tag, stuff like that. And I guess each parent assumed the one parent was outside in the backyard since the back door was open. Mm-hmm. And they called the kids for either lunch or dinner or something like that. And they seen that 2 of the 3 came back in the house. Mm. And the third one didn't come in yet, but they thought he was just playing, so they kept calling for him. Eventually, they figured something was wrong because he never came. And they started looking for him around the house first.
Yeah.
And then they checked the backyard, and they seen that he drowned it. And
the kid.
Mm-hmm. Damn. So then they pull him out to pull CPR, the whole shebang, 911, paramedics, hospital, pumping stomach. I think there was something where a lot of chlorine was involved. So it's like it just created a lot of health issues,
That's
stuff
terrible,
like that.
Man. Yeah, but fucking up internally, right?
Yeah. And like when I say bro's hanging on by a thread, I mean like bro's already gone. They just still got the machine hooked up. Long story short, they finally, after a lot of prayer, a lot of support from the church, this, that, the boy comes back to life. But it's what he said he saw. It's what he said he saw when he woke back up. He was naming people basically that he couldn't have known. Like he asked Mom,
no way he would have known. Yeah.
Mom, who's this? Who's this? Who's this?
That's crazy.
Oh, that's your great grandma. Like, how would you know your great grandmother to the third power's name? And just dip like, oh,
like that kind of level of like ignorance. Wouldn't know. Yeah.
Right. Like, how do you know that? Like, oh, I seen them. They look like this, and this. And he's like describing it down to a T.
Wow.
And then he said it was somebody he seen, most peaceful vibes, type of thing that was showing him around this beautiful place. And
he's in heaven, essentially, really.
And he said, but they could tell that, like, the parents didn't prep him to say this because they were asking what he saw, and the way he was describing it, you could read it in Revelations. It's there exactly like how he's saying it.
That's crazy.
He said he's seen the throne with a rainbow around it. That's God's throne, know. But he was going into like detail,
yeah. How old was
and then don't 3-year-old know how to read and understand the Bible like this.
And he's a 3-year-old. Oh my goodness.
But he said the strongest thing that he said. So he said he's seen his dog that died.
Well, he said that.
He said he's seen his dog that died.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm like, man, like, I know a lot of people are not gonna believe this because it's like, you gotta have faith to indulge in such things. But I'm like, dang,
that's dope, man. Honestly, that's really cool that the confirmation is there, man. That's good. That gives me hope, man. That gives me hope because now I know that I'm gonna see my dogs of the past, Angel and Gizmo, all the ones
right.
Again, man.
If he's a loving God, I don't think. Same thing with us. Like we don't just die and then go to nothing.
Exactly. And I mean, unfortunately, some people out there believe that.
Some do.
You know what I'm saying? And, you're entitled to believe what you want to believe, but there are some that do believe, hey, I just think. And I had one atheist one time who, by the way, congratulations to her. I'm not going to say any names. She's a Christian now. Or a believer now.
Oh, well,
so,
welcome to the club.
So welcome to, hey, good for you. Good on you.
That's right.
Being a believer now, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But she basically used to describe it this way. Oh, it's like a light bulb. It's on and then you turn it off when it ceases to exist. That's it.
That's how she thought before.
She used to believe that before.
Uh-huh.
What happened to her testimony-wise to change her belief? I'm glad it happened. I'm not really sure what happened because I don't really talk to this woman anymore. I don't really talk to this girl anymore, but I'm glad that she was able to figure it out, though. That's the good thing. That's the important thing.
That's good. That's really good.
She used to believe that as cold as that is, bro, like a light bulb is how she described it. It's on until it's not anymore. Until it burns out, it just ceases to exist.
You know what it is, bro? If you knew oncoming danger was ahead, you would change and prepare yourself for how. But as long as the enemy could make you think that everything is safe and okay,
and that's all disguised.
Like a lot of people, a lot of people like
believe that they live that way to this day.
We're in hell right now.
We're in hell right now. This is hell, yeah.
And I'm like, I'm like, man, I gotta pray for you.
This is not hell
because if this is hell, then you don't want to see what comes next. But no, that's all it is. There's a lot of, they just don't understand.
Yeah, you're right, man. And it's enough to, and people say that, the whole Christianity thing is a fear mongering around death and all that. It's not, we're going to spend too much time talking about this, but that it's just, because this is a good topic, bro. You can make a whole episode out of this, really. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just like they want to believe, no one wants to believe we have consequences because they don't want to think of that, or they want to live a certain way. They're like, no,
right? They don't want to correct it.
Exactly. Yeah. They're too comfortable doing what they're doing, so they don't even want to experience that.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, let me start from here, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of people. So, for example, one of the biggest phrases you would hear from somebody that doesn't believe is, "Well, if he's a good God, can't he just let me in on?"
Yeah.
I would say like, well. That's the thing, bro. People just want to abuse God and use him like a genie.
Yeah.
Let me rub this lamp and then when I want some. But see, the thing is like, just like a parent, you got to think of God like a parent. Like, if mom and dad say, I can't do this, this, and this, or I got to get out, how I'm going to go against that and still expect for them to let me in?
Yeah, that's facts.
That's also it's basically the same thing. It's the same way with God, man.
It is. No, you're right. You're 100% right. It is the same thing, and that goes to what I was gonna say. Like, you can't go through this life without having consequences for your actions, bro.
Right.
It's like that right now. And it's gonna be like that after you pass away too. Mm-hmm. People don't want accountability for the future, bro, or for their actions now. They don't want to have accountability later on. They rather just I'm here to reproduce and then die out.
Wing it.
And that's it. I can live however I want with no repercussions. Like, no, man. just every way everything is in this life, it should be more than enough to prove it to you if you don't read the word, which you should read the word because the evidence is in there. It's fully on in there. But if you want to try to like really pay attention to what's going on around you, you'll be shocked to see how much it lines up with what's going on in the Bible or what happened in the Bible. Mm-hmm. It's still happening today, man. It just looks different. It's just dressed differently. You know what I'm saying? But it's still very much alive today.
Intensified, though.
Yeah.
Intensified.
He's way more intensified. But honestly, yeah, like with what we were saying, people just don't want to take responsibility as far as the after effects. So I'll go back to that consequence. Though they don't want to reap what they're sowing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If it's negative. If it's positive, of course you want to reap it. But if it's negative, don't tell me I have consequences for this later. Don't tell me that since I lived this certain way all my life, now I got to burn for it. That's what's going to happen, bro. So you just because you choose not to believe it doesn't make it any less real. Right? I mean,
you know what Sax asked me one time?
Right?
He said you want to meet him as the creator or the father? I was like, ugh.
That's deep, man. That's good, bro.
I mean,
Kendrick Lamar, I keep saying it sounds like a broken record bringing this up, but would you, he said it flat out, and I agree with him 100%. I'd rather not live like there isn't a God than die and find out there really is.
I mean, but even with him, though, those might have been good lyrics, but you know how everybody and a lot of people in the music industry,
good, but
no, not even that, bro. Like, do you see everybody like Kendrick and the Baby did the same thing? How like they were on the cross. Did you see? I'm like,
he did do something questionable recently. We
and then he had the crown of thorns on.
We recently talked about that in this Mr. Morale thing. Like,
that's
him floating above the ocean.
That's blasphemy, bro.
It is, huh? Him floating above the ocean. Like,
that's blasphemy.
Look, man, and I'm not gonna just say this because I'm a J. Cole fan. At least Cole don't never done some weird shit like that, bro.
No,
he probably even looked at it was like a little much there, brother.
That's right.
A little too far. I don't know about all that. That's
blasphemy. You know, did you hear about the what happened in? You know, where did the lightning bolt strike Jesus? You know the statue.
Yeah, the one in Brazil, right?
That's Brazil, right?
Yes, Brazil. Where he's standing over like this.
You think? Shit. Well,
it's like this.
If you want to talk about coincidences, that happened before that parade they had. Did you hear about the parade they had?
No, what was the parade?
The parade, bro. A lot. Whoever's on Instagram a lot or fairly enough, they've probably seen it. But they had a parade after that, and the parade, they had it was some type of demonic parade, bro. Like they had somebody dressed up as Jesus in the little, I don't want to say skirt, but whatever that's called, and then with like whip marks, and then the crown on, and then they had a devil like chasing them, like hitting them with the pitchfork. And him falling over, and then they had a big, like, I don't know if it's a caravan with like a demon on it, sit like a devil sit, and it just a whole lot of blasphemy stuff. And then I think I don't know if it was the next week or what it was, but like I think a big earthquake hit and like, you know,
some shit happened after that.
Yeah, something devastating.
God don't play, bro.
And the dude,
God don't play, bro.
The dude that played Jesus ended up in the hospital.
Really?
Yeah, like in critical condition, they were saying. But I'm like,
what does the word say? He won't be mocked?
That's what it said.
That's 100%.
Hey, but
that's mockery, bro. That's what that is. Come on now.
But is it a coincidence that the lightning bolt hit the statue before that?
No.
I don't know.
Do you think it was? I think it was a warning sign, bro.
No. It was no coincidence. I don't believe in us. But
and this is Brazil, huh?
Yeah, that was Brazil. But yeah, man, people got to stop playing with God, man.
That's not cool, man. Yeah, that's something you
don't play with God. Play with your mama.
Yeah. Don't play with God, play with your mama, man.
All right.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like real quick though, now back to the main topic of the episode. What do you what do you think as far as coping side? Because I know you wanted to talk about this originally before even all of this transpired today.
Oh, so we're getting into coping now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have more though before we transition? Or
nah. This is the right time to do it.
It is, huh? Okay. This being an actual coincidence, what made you want to talk about that today?
Relatively, bro, I man, like, you know my case scenario, bro. You know, today after a graveyard, I only got like I hit the gym. I was there for a minute. I only got like a hour and a half nap or something like that. Mm-hmm. I woke up and
God bless you for still being here, brother, and not flaking like some people.
Yeah.
No excuses.
Hit the shots for me.
shots fired for sure.
Ooh, hey, wait, is that too dark for this?
Oh, maybe it is too dark. Should we not use it?
Nah.
Hashtag leave it in knots.
Right.
Nah, but then, hey, bro, the shots fired. Well deserved.
Be like that.
Bro.
Get right or get left.
Get right or get left. Man, bro.
No, but yes. So, I was sitting for a moment, just to, breathe in some air, kind of empty my mind and kind of say, like, what do people want to actually hear? Not no stupid, what's your favorite type of cereal? Like, what's actually going to help somebody? Like, somebody's going through this right now.
Useful thing.
So then I sat and I was like, what is something I struggle with? And something that I at least think about at least once a week. Sometimes I'm okay thinking about it. Sometimes I'm not. God forbid, anybody should lose somebody close to them. But I'm like, I know the day I lose my mom, bro, I'd probably pull a Kanye on everybody. I'd probably lose like all my boats would go lose.
Man, legit, that's what happened to him when it went down that way.
So that's how that came out. I was like, maybe a lot of people can't cope with death because they don't understand it. So I'm like,
I don't know how to.
Yeah, maybe I'm like,
or then go to therapy for it.
Yeah, let's see if we can see how to cope with it.
I like that. Okay, so that's what brought it up. Okay.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
man, I like that. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's good. And it's useful. I like that you said that. What can we talk about that's actually useful for the viewers and listeners to, to get from this episode, how they can actually apply it to their real life, right?
Yeah.
In this case, coping with death. It's don't get us wrong. Obviously, we enjoy doing the fun episodes with you guys, right? Like the one chip challenge and talking about zombie, surviving a zombie apocalypse, but then we'll have the other episodes more serious ones,
get
like
real too, yeah,
like moral compass, like our recent episodes, like those are all grounded, real, apply to your life topics. You know how we do on Timeless Talk, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
But it's like, so that's how we're gonna do it. But anyway, with that being said, man, back to this with the whole coping thing. I think that it's such an important thing because if you don't cope correctly, you end up taking your own life or something more dangerous. You see what I'm saying? Like,
or lose your mind.
You can lose your mind over it, and that's why I think grieving is so important. And doing grieving and grieving properly, grieving the correct way.
Yeah.
Because man, I can only imagine losing someone so deeply close to you, what that could do to somebody if they're not careful, man.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like it could be a dangerous thing, man.
You got to be prepared for it.
You do.
Before it happens.
Yeah. So you said yourself you struggle with coping, right? With death?
Well, look, so the thing is I'm okay with it, but why it hits a little differently is because growing up, with one parent, my mom was like, if there was trouble, my mom was my safety.
Yeah.
So if you lose that one person, that's your safety.
Same here, man. And as a kid, you're blind to it. You think you're always safe.
Yeah.
Like my daughter in there, I'm sure that she doesn't even question.
The thought doesn't even
danger
come to her. Right.
What's going to hurt me? I'm protected
Daddy's
all the time.
Always going to be there.
Yep. Daddy and mommy are always going to be here to protect me. Always.
Always.
So the one that, man.
Ain't that why the Bible say you got to be like a child to get in?
He does say that.
Because you got to trust God
be
like that.
children.
You got to. Come on, man.
Bruh.
Come on, man.
Bro.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes, sir, man.
That's called faith. That's called faith.
100%. Mm-hmm. And we gotta have childlike faith, right?
That's it. Yeah. Pure.
Man, this is a deep episode, bro. Yeah. And you didn't want to record.
Yeah. I said it was too cold, but
Yeah, and I had to push it a little bit.
This kingdom things happening.
Yeah, there's kingdom things happening. See, there's purposes in this, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, man, I don't really know about the whole coincidence thing, but the way today unfolded, bro.
And you guys, I'm sorry, and we don't want to stop. I'm telling you, just the way things fell into place today.
Yeah,
it's crazy,
and
man.
It seemed like there was some force that didn't want us to record today, man.
Yeah, I felt that too. I definitely felt that there was something definitely pushing against.
Right after the next, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't record because of this.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is gonna come up.
Especially since I had to take my sister to work.
There. That too.
The exact
and
same
a time frame.
To start.
Man. Right then, we're supposed to start.
Yeah.
And the obstacles, guys, left and right today, man.
It's crazy, but
we overcome though. The show must go on.
Yeah. Right? So
and then to the adversary and the fucking the one putting those obstacles up. Fuck you. We don't play that here. We empty shells on you, bro. We empty shells on you.
We got that extended clip.
Yeah, exactly. Locked and loaded always, brother. You know?
It's kind of dark though.
It is kind of dark, huh? We're talking about death, bro. We need to chill, bro. We need to chill.
Well, in a sense, it's necessary too. So
no, I agree. I think it's all right, y'all, chill. Nah, but it's definitely a necessary thing we need to talk about and discuss and also acknowledge, man, because like you said, it's so important, man. And the ones that struggle with coping, bro, because I did too growing up. Grieving is, obviously the first one would be the obvious one. What we're doing right now, guys, this is the most important thing you can do is talk to somebody about it. Mm-hmm. Don't keep it locked up inside. Don't keep it to yourself too long because after a while, it's really going to start fucking with you in a negative way. Mm-hmm. And nobody needs that, you know what I'm saying, no matter who you are. So if you can get around that and find a way to cope healthy in a healthy, smart way, do it. And that what I mean by that is talking to somebody first. That's the first way that we advise you to cope. Did you have anything else lined up in your head as far as coping? I'll go. We'll just go back and forth. I'll toss it to you. You toss it back.
Okay.
What's another method of coping that you would advise our viewers and listeners out there?
Me, I try not to, like we just spoke about the whole faith thing, trusting God.
Yeah.
I try not to do the whole why thing.
Yeah.
Because, the Bible says, God said,
why not you?
As
right? Or no? Yes.
No. Well, the part I was going to with it is God said, as the earth is from the heavens, so are my ways from yours. So it's like, and I think I've explained this before. Like,
I think you have, yeah.
If God explained himself to you, would you even understand?
That's a good point. A lot of us, we make it seem like we'd want him to explain certain things. Would you really though? Right? It's like,
right. Yeah, you don't. I don't think you really want to hear this.
I don't think so either. I don't think you understand what you're asking for, right? It's like the be careful what you wish for thing. This is kind of similar to that, but
hey, there's been times in the Bible God said, "Okay, you want to go there though?" So
yeah.
Hey, you know what? No disrespect, but God a real nigga, bro.
He really is, bro.
I ain't even gonna cap
you know what, man? Shout out to God, bro, because you really are a real.
Shout out.
He's a real one. And just don't do it justice, Lord. But the soundboard's limited. You know what I'm saying? I can't put no crazy triumphant trumpets in here right now or anything like that. But
that would be nice to get some of those. Do you know of a time where you had to cope with like it, and you were struggling to?
Yeah, I mean, when my grandmother passed away in 2016, man, my father's mom, that was tough, man, because I didn't expect it to come that quickly. And she to this day I have one last grandparent left. That's my mom's mom. And man, bro, it really is realizing it is really grounding when someone close to you passes away. I just can't think of it.
Humbling.
Right now. Very like humbling,
humility.
Very, very just like realizing how real death kind of is, putting that into perspective that person's no longer there anymore to talk with you. It's kind of a hard thing to accept sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? When you put it in that way, you're like, man. Why I struggled to cope with her death is because I really genuinely didn't feel like I had a way to say goodbye to her properly, bro. You're never ready for it. Death, that's another thing, guys. Death comes so abruptly sometimes, and so it will always. You'll never be ready for it. How can you be ready for death?
Right. To let go of a loved one.
Right. So no matter what, even if you prepare for it, you got your casket ready, you're plotting the whole, you got your plot ready, everything, blah, 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 this, that, and the third tombstone. And that doesn't matter. You can have all that ready, and you're still not going to be ready for death, bro. Right? I mean, as far as the person dying, I feel like you can be prepared with your soul, right?
Right.
To kind of jettison the direction where you want your your soul to go. But as far as being prepared and when it actually happens, how it's going to affect the rest of your loved ones that are still here, you're never ready for it.
If somebody's actually
not being able to say goodbye is probably why I struggled coping, or why I struggled coping with her death.
You know what? And a twofold to that is the other side. I was just getting ready to say
right now. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because and that was a good way to end it off to where I'm gonna start at too, because I forgot who I was talking to, but they were telling me that I guess your hearing is the first thing you acquire as a baby, like coming out the womb. You have even before your eyes open, you have your hearing, and your hearing is the last thing to go when you leave. So they say like, even though you're gone, you can still kind of hear everybody around you. So that's why they encourage family members, like, if you can't be still, like, step out, because he's leaving. This isn't the last thing he should hear before he goes. So it's like, if you're screaming, oh no, why him? Why now? God, and it's sometimes they stay there until they're calm enough to go.
Jeez, and they hear all that.
Yeah. And they're like, that's why they can't go. That's why the flat line is still going, but they're not there. Because it's like they're trying to go, but they're still holding on because, you know, they feel like they can't leave you guys yet. And I'm like,
Lord says there's power in our words, man.
That's heavy, yo. I'm like, that's heavy. Your hearing is the first to come and go.
Power in our words, man.
But yeah, that's, bro, for me, honestly, bro, I check it up to this, man. I try to, because death is something, even as a Christian, as with faith, you're holding on to basically a theory you've convinced yourself to believe.
Yeah.
So with having that said, it's still the unknown to you. Yeah, you haven't been there yet. Is,
yeah.
So you have to really find a way to be invested in it.
No, find a way to be invested in what exactly?
Be invested in like, okay, like I'm rooted, like this is where I'm going, I'll be okay.
You have to be, yeah, no, of course.
No, yeah. So when somebody was when they were explaining that to me, you know what? I forgot who I was talking to. I gotta find that person again.
Yeah.
They were saying that they've seen that once they've like eliminated the noise factor, they say that's why they encourage people to talk to the person even when they're passing, then when they're not talking, or when they're all basically gone, because they got to see them out. But once they've eliminated the person, and then like they themselves comfort okay, it's okay for you to go. It's your time. You know, everything's okay. Just
tell them to comfort them.
And the monitors start slowing down, and the flat lines start calming, and then flattening out slowly by slow. And it's like, yo, hey,
who does that? I think the hospice nurses do that.
No, yeah,
I mean, talking about,
yeah,
right?
But that's
bro, because they deal with death all the time.
But that's powerful, bro. That's like, and supposedly that life more realer than this life.
Power in our words. Huh?
That life more realer than this life.
It really, bro. Power in our words, man. Power in our words. This is a trip, bro.
Hey, man. That'd be a hell of a trip to miss, man. That'd be a hell of a trip to miss. Yeah, that'd be a hell of a trip.
You know what? No pun intended, bro. That would be a hell of a trip to miss. It would, because no pun intended. If you don't make that trip, you're going to make the other one. the other one is not. Man, gnashing. The Bible describes it as gnashing of the teeth will be taking place.
Even I don't know. Even that.
What causes that, man? I don't even want to fathom it, bro. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to experience it.
You know, there's different levels. Kind of like Dante's Inferno.
Like Dante's, the way he explained it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if was he Christian, Dante?
I don't know.
Bro,
he was having fun with that one, though.
I'll tell you what, man. There's a game. Did you ever play Dante's? There's a Dante's Inferno game that came out for PS3.
I remember that.
Bro, oh, shit. That game is intense.
Was it good?
Bro.
It was good?
I played it, bro. Oh, man, it's bad. You fight Satan at the end, bro. Motherfucker got hoofs on and everything.
You got hoops on?
He got hoofs. Like,
oh, I thought you said hoops. I was say, bro, gay.
Motherfucker look at a centaur. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, gay.
The goat. He is gay, bro. He loves cock. Should we call somebody else, bro? See how they cope with death?
You want to call Ben 10?
Oh yeah, Thuggish Nuggets.
This guy.
We'll call him Ben 10 though. Like, what do you want to go by?
Your call has.
Oh, bro, has this shit on not disturb either? Wake your ass up, homie. I think he has the same days off.
He does.
He does, right?
Yeah.
That punk ass. I know. Hey, our boy answered. What's up, brother?
What's up, Andrew? I'm in the middle of some shit. What you got?
We got you, homie.
This motherfucker. You better not have me on the podcast, nigga.
Too late. You on the podcast.
Damn.
Say hi to Slideshow, man. We got to show some love.
Hey, what up, bro?
What's up, bro? What's up, Hit?
Hey, we missed you, man.
Yeah.
I miss you too, even though I just saw your ass at the gym.
He was saying that the other day. He was saying that earlier too.
It ain't enough, coon. Hey, we
really got me on the.
Hey, no, we didn't want to steal too much of your time, bro. We just had a question for you.
What's up, bro?
He's saying those words on the record, bro. Don't worry.
Fucking little knick-knock. Tell a little knick-knock to mind his business.
Nah, but go ahead, Slideshow. What do you want to ask him? Go ahead.
Hey, bro, we just want to know, how do you personally cope with death?
Just real quick. We wanted to get someone else. Yeah. I know it's kind of it's a loaded question. We know it's a loaded question, brother, but real quick, because I know you got to go get back to what you're doing. How do you cope with it?
This is a guy I know. His name is Jack. Last name Daniels.
This guy.
I'm just playing. Nah, honestly, dude. Honestly, bro, it's no real way. Honestly, I don't know. It's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at every circumstance different. If they die on some random fucked up shit, then, it's tragic.
Yeah.
But every time a person gets to live their full life and die at an old age, I feel like that shit should be celebrated.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
agree.
that's what you did. We won't disclose his name out of respect for him and his family, but we do know that you lost someone recently very near and dear to your heart, man. So
my best friend, man, died of cancer, 30 years old.
It's terrible.
Man.
Terrible. It was crazy, man. Watch it eat, go from eating up a, handsome young man. Dude was so full of life and then took his life in less than 16 months. That shit's kind of crazy.
It is, man. You put it that perspective, it's just nuts to know that no one's safe, man. Not even in your 30s, bro.
Tomorrow's not promised, dog.
Not to anybody.
For real.
Hey,
That's
man.
why you got to get right. Get right with your Lord. Get right with whoever you need to get right with.
There you
got to
go.
be right,
Amen.
man. Because
No, that's true, brother. This is a very polarizing topic. A lot of people out there struggle with grieving, you know what I'm saying, and coping with it. So what did you personally do to help you get through this? Because this was someone, like I said, very close to you. And what ways did you practice to cope and grieve with it, and what helped you get through it personally that you think might be able to help somebody else?
If you got memories with the person, just try to remember all the good times. I know for me personally, I was blessed enough to be involved with his funeral. So his mom and everybody, was able, they called me and they had me busy pretty much for the whole time.
Yeah.
But, honestly, it's just about trying to keep yourself busy, keep your mind busy, try to keep, whatever memories you have of this person, keep them on the forefront. If you got family and friends you can be around for support, stuff like that.
So surround yourself with loved ones, of course, and then
absolutely.
Oh, that's
good,
good.
and then the good memories. Remember the fun times. So don't focus on the negative. Yeah.
I mean, well, even if you got to think about the negative, sometimes those can kind of shape the experiences that you have with a person.
That's right.
But just try to remember the person for who they were. You know what I mean? And the stuff that you got to do and experience with them.
All right, cool, man.
And try to keep their memory alive and whatnot.
Amen. Right. That makes sense, brother. Hey, man, thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, bro.
You can just ask me to come be on a podcast. We ain't got to do this on the phone stuff.
Man. we didn't know if he was gonna be busy today, bro. That's all.
Yeah, man. Because we had to let's just call him real quick, man, and see how that goes.
Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps, brother. We had to get a little quick guest appearance from you, man. A little 2 to 3 minute, guest appearance, real quick, warm you up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but still, whenever you're ready, bro.
Yeah, let us know, man.
All right, no doubt, man.
Hey, I'm gonna leave you with this, brother. We can't give you your best friend back, bro. But we could tell you still got two brothers on Timeless Talk, bro.
Amen to that, brother.
Oh, damn, man. That shit, man. I appreciate y'all. You guys both know that shit.
I love you, brother. Always, man.
We love you, brother. And real quick, man, just, the crowd appreciates you as well, man. You know what I'm saying?
My fans.
Yeah, we got
all right, man. All right, one love, y'all. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes,
all right, brother. You have a safe night, okay?
All right, bet.
All right, man.
All right, later.
Peace out.
Yeah, man. See, so I wanted to do that real quick, you guys, so you can get out and outside, source of someone that's not here present with us, kind of give you some pointers on how they cope with death. And I knew that he can relate to this because he's not only a good friend of mine, but he lost a good friend of his, bro. And it was, it was a very tough time for him. I remember that. It was very hard for him to get over it, man. So I wanted him to kind of try to share with you guys ways that he was able to cope with it, especially when it's someone that close to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Coping is so damn important, bro. You know what I mean? For a lot of different reasons, man. So
if you don't get it, it's going to get you.
Facts, man. And, one other coping mechanism, and it's going to be my last one for the episode, my last advice for coping. I think besides surrounding yourself, to coin off of our boy we just called and to coin off of, Slideshow, I think that not only just surrounding yourself with people you love, but acceptance. I think acceptance of it, but knowing that you're going to see them again. If you guys had a shared belief and there's more to it than this, accepting that you're going to see them again one day and accepting that it's not your fault that you didn't get to say goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Like me, accepting that it's okay that it didn't go the way you pictured it or the way the movie's made.
That's ideal. Yeah.
That, because not everybody's going to have the opportunity, like you said.
Good.
And we use the dog as an example, like being able to be by their bedside to hold their paw as they pass away.
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to be in a situation where you have to be able to accept that you're not going to be able to be by their deathbed when they're leaving this.
You're not always going to catch them. That's
so
true.
acceptance, man. I think that's mine, you know?
That's good. That was a good way to end it.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Thank you, man.
That was good. That's a good way to end it on your side. For me, man, the only thing I can improvise is, I don't know, me, whenever I get hurt, bro, I don't know if, I think I want to say I've trained my heart to, like, once I get strong enough again, if it's something traumatic, once I take a moment and, like, gather my thoughts together, I just draw closer to God. You know, if you can't, for one, the Bible said God will never give you something you can't bear. So that's one. Mm-hmm. But that only applies to someone that has a relationship with God. And yeah, you might be hurt, but if you're with him, the Bible also says, I've never seen a righteous man forsaken nor beg for bread. So that means God always gonna have you covered.
Yeah.
So you might, at least in the heat of the moment, you might feel that, you know, you're going under, but just know God will never let you sink.
Never.
That's the thing.
I like that. Yeah. So you can rest. You can lean on him.
That's right. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But you also gonna bounce back. Mm-hmm. That's guaranteed with God. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed or your money back. Yeah, you can put your last dollar on that one.
Amen to that, bro.
Yeah.
This is true. Yeah. That's guaranteed, or your money back, right?
Your money back.
And you ain't gonna get no money back.
But you're not gonna get your money back because it's not. Yeah, because it's guaranteed. Yeah,
it's guaranteed.
That's right. That's right.
Amen, brother. That's great, man. That's great. Because if there's one thing, if there's one person that's always absolute, and his words never comes back void.
Oh, that's what the book says.
That's God, man.
That's what the book says.
Amen. Right?
You just gotta read the book.
Just gotta read the book, y'all. That's what it comes down to. When it comes down to God, bro,
I can't force it enough. Yeah, you just gotta read the book.
It's the basic guidelines.
That's it. That's it.
100%. But the ghetto bird out here, bro.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
You might put this away soon, Bro, gonna hop over the fence right into the middle of our shoot, bro.
It actually sounded like somebody was moving earlier. I don't know if you heard that, but it sounded like somebody was moving
over here, like in the bushes and shit.
Yeah,
running through the houses, maybe.
But I got you in my peripheral, so you get.
Oh, thank you. I got you in mine too, brother. Yeah. So
it's dark over there.
it's dark and sketch over there, bro.
Nah, man. I at least for me, that's, if I gotta say, out of all of my coping mechanisms, you know, listening to the, you know, uplifting music, you know, surrounding yourself with people you love. I think just being in fellowship with God is the number one key. Cause that's like, I think we underrate God with how much we need him from day to day.
I agree.
The fact that you could just jump out of bed and realize you're late for work. You didn't have to think about jumping out of bed. You just do it. And
we downplay a lot of what he allows for us, man.
You not even knowing
he woke
the man in the house beside you didn't even wake up.
There's no guarantee either.
Things we take for granted.
Bro, that's facts.
There's people that
they can't even explain it, that they don't wake up. They just don't wake up, huh?
That go to sleep
and never wake up.
Perfect medical history and don't wake up.
Damn, that's so true, bro.
Some have the opportunity to pray before they're going to sleep. Some die in their sin.
Damn. And yeah, that's it. You did that.
And
damn.
That's it. And you over there thinking in bed, should I pray tonight?
Before I go to sleep. Bro, I used to. Man, you know I used to.
But I'm too tired.
Have you ever had that? You're like, I'm too tired to pray before I go to bed tonight. And I just knocked out. Bruh, man. It used to be so much so that I couldn't even go to sleep without praying. I had to pray before going to bed, man. It felt weird if I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But then now it's slowly numbed off to the point where it's like, oh, yeah.
We strayed away from that child faith.
Yeah, man.
That beginner's faith. You remember when you used to be happy when you think about God? You remember how happy you used to excited you got to pray? Yeah, what happened to that?
Yeah, bring that back. That's what needs to happen.
You got to rekindle it.
Amen. That's true. 100%, man.
We got to rekindle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. You know. But, you know, I think that's why it's important who you keep in your circle, though. Because if I'm a fire and you're a fire, we just going to burn this whole thing down. But if I'm watering you fire, am I gonna put you out?
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, you just gotta. I don't know.
Man,
just gotta be invested.
That's facts, and that goes for both. Yeah, man. Because they say what iron sharpens iron.
That's what it said.
So you gotta both be iron, man. Or if someone is some cheap, what do you call that? That crappy ass material. If you bronze and you ain't iron, bro.
If you clay,
he gonna snap right through you, man. Flap right through, man. Okay, boss. He was. Ain't gonna refine anything, man.
You know what? Bro. Something I didn't cope with, man. This I don't want to go too much off topic, but something I couldn't cope with is like, no matter how far astray, I always find myself saying, I don't see how people can't just like believe in God. But then I found a verse. We're gonna show this verse too.
Yeah.
The verse says it's how did it say it, man? I'm gonna paraphrase. So the verse says it's a privilege to be able to believe in God.
Yeah.
Like God turns something on in your brain.
I remember that.
Yeah,
that is one. Yeah. It's a privilege to even.
But if he doesn't, so it's like, hey, God, like, pray for him. Like, hey, God, like, hope he come to the faith. But all together, like, you putting in a request, God gotta.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so that's how we're.
Yeah.
I'm like, so that's why I could argue with this man all day and give him proof that, all the events in the Bible happened. He still don't accept it. And I'm like,
yeah, bro.
I'm like, hey, God, don't ever do me like that.
And it's just like, I mean, but does that tie into the person you were saying in the past, like that they were just born to
yeah.
Like you were saying, like the ones that just they're not going to be saved.
Like Pharaoh.
Yeah, bro.
Pharaoh.
Just born not to be. Born to be tyrants, and that's it.
I don't want to cuss, man, because I don't want to cuss.
That's it.
But I want to express how I feel. But I want to cuss. But Pharaoh was born
to burn.
He was born to get filet mignon, pig roasted.
Sorry, he's born to get pig roasted.
Hey, bro, if you think about it, all throughout the Bible, for the rest of you just keep seeing a lot of nations were in fear of Israel because of what happened in Egypt. Yeah. That was a demonstration. Like, y'all,
it was like a warning. It was like that needed to exist so that God could show you.
Yeah. God was that one dude in the video. If you fuck around this much,
fuck around and find out. That's what that was.
That's what God was, right?
Yeah.
God don't play, bro.
No, we don't.
I'm telling you.
No, we don't.
But what a mighty God we serve. I feel bad saying that after cussing.
You know what, man? I think he knew you. I know he knew where you were going with that. He knew he knew your intention.
Just a little passionate, but
a little passionate, Lord. He knew your intention. He knows your intention. You know what I'm saying?
So, for the final segment, there's a twofold to this.
Okay, let's hear it.
The first one is, if you were on your deathbed, what would you leave your family with? And then the other half is basically the reverse. If you were looking at a loved one on their deathbed, what would you leave them with?
All right, so for the first one, man, if they're going, I would just do my best without sounding cliche, man. I would do my best to make them feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They're already in a comfortable spot, right? Or they might be uncomfortable. They might be scared. I noticed that, and if you watch like cinema, a lot of people all the time they'll always hit it with, just like, remember that one time where they'll bring up an old memory, like a very comforting memory. You notice that? Mm-hmm. You caught that, right? Like let me bring them to a comfortable space so that they when they go off in a nice. And I think that the reason why they do that, to go off in a nice way, is so that they're not scared. People are scared of the unknown, right? So being very fearful of knowing I'm about to die right now. Like it's registering, like I'm literally this is it. Like this is my one-way ticket. It's getting punched right now. Just the thought of that might be terrifying for most. You know what I'm saying? So I think finding a way to comfort them is brilliant. But instead of using a childhood memory where I'm going with this, I would try to comfort them in a different way. Maybe like, you know where this is. You know where you're going. You're going to be happy. You're going to be joyful. I would start talking about heaven, bro. Especially if they're a believer. Like, it's okay. Don't be afraid. and I'm going to see you there one day, and I'm going to meet up with you, and we're going to hug, and we're going to rejoice, and we're going to have a reunion. It's like just keep your mind and your heart on that.
Wait for me.
Exactly. Like, we're going to see each other again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the perfect way to handle that, because, brother, like, you know, it's not a bad thing to, you know, bring up the past. Like I said, that's beautiful too, but letting them know where they're going and reminding them of that, I believe would be a better way to help them cope with the transition that's literally about to take place. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would tell them. Now, if I was on my deathbed and the roles were reversed, not to sound like, again, like, you know, I don't want to sound cliche, but I think in that moment it's hard to say. It's easy to say now because I'm not in that position right now as we speak. But I would try my hardest to be strong in that moment, because I think that even a little part of you may still be kind of scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? Don't you believe that? I believe that even though you know and you're a believer, you know where you're going. A little part of you is still fearful of that. Like, man, it's still scary.
You just reminded me of something, but okay, bro.
Right? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of scary still. In a way, I feel like it's still kind of fearful. Like, a lot of believers will still say, nah, bullshit. You have fear because you still doubt it. There's still a little bit of doubt in you. And I do believe that probably is true to an extent, but then that's also your flesh. You know what I'm saying? Like, a part of you is fleshy, bro. You're not full on undeniable spirit as much as you would like to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still a bit of fear in there because you're like, bro, this really is the unknown. And it kind of ties into what you said. Like, you got to find a way to ground yourself in a theory to make it you know what I'm saying? To believe that and not without a doubt in your mind and your soul, you know, that's without that evidence right in my face, that is real. Yeah. You still have a tiny bit of fear. You know what I'm saying? So I think in that moment, I would tell them, you know, we're going to see each other again. It's hurt. It's a scary thing right now that's happening. And I'm scared too, but I'm also happy. I find joy in this. So I would voice that. I think it'd be healthy to voice there is some fear there, but also there's some joy that I feel like is going to overshadow the fear, because I know that I'm going to see you again one day, but we're going to be in God's presence. And it's going to be that much even pure, more beautiful than we can even imagine. And
we won't be separated again.
Yeah, that part. And I would outside that. Yeah. This is the only time we're going to be separated like this. But we will see it. So I'm not going to say goodbye to you. Only for a moment. And I'll probably cry while saying this, and it's only for a moment. And I will see you again. So instead of saying goodbye, just tell me see you later.
Ooh, that's
right?
The one. That's
the one. See you later. Not goodbye. I'll see you later.
That's a good one. Thank
you, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, man.
That's a good one.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. What about you, though, bro? Same questions, man.
Man, as far as at least looking at the person on deathbed, like you said, man, it depends on, first of all, who it is, because everybody not gonna get the same message.
No, that's true.
You know, but just for the sake of, you know, if it's just a loved one.
That's a good point. Yeah. See, my answer was easy for someone that you know is also another believer.
Yeah.
Fellow believer. It's easy to tell them these things.
You know, if even if it wasn't
you still say it though. Yeah.
Unbeliever, I would of course offer
clarity to it.
I would offer one last time a chance to start a relationship with the one and only.
There you go.
That's if they're unbeliever.
True.
You know,
I like that.
Because honestly, I don't see how you can't be an unbeliever and not be terrified. You don't know what's next.
That's true. You don't.
Yeah,
I like that.
So you have to be terrified.
Right? Yeah, because it's just naturally you're going to be. You don't know. It really is still the unknown.
That fear should be an indicator that you don't just go to nothing. Like your spirit is afraid of something.
Yes, because you know,
right?
You're fearful of his power. You're fearful. They said it's good to have a healthy fear, right?
You think you're thinking what's next, which means you know it's nothing. It's something.
You believe and you know that it's something.
You know
that's
something.
Why you're scared. Yeah, bro. Yeah, and that's showing you right there. I like that. So that's okay. I like that. Yeah, that's how you know it's still belief in that, even though it's fear. There's still belief. You're like almost like you're certifying it that you believe. You know that you believe that that's real.
When you know, you know.
Yeah,
just like how you know they say
that person recognizes real.
If you feel like somebody cheating on you, they're probably cheating on you. If you know, you know. Like you can't sugarcoat it. If you know, you know.
No. Yeah. If you know, you know. That's facts.
So I would tell them, like, that fear you're feeling, I got something that take it away. And I'd comfort them, reassure them, tell them in this little bit amount of time what to expect and what's gonna happen. But if it's to a loved one that is a believer, I'd kind of just do the same thing you said you would do. Like, I'd probably sing them a hymn or two, pray with them for a little bit. I love you. This is only temporary. These are tears of joy.
Yeah, those things are needed.
I love you. I'm going to miss you. I'm going to see you soon. Hold on to me. I'm always hold on to you.
Amen.
The thing that I love about it is you really don't have to worry about them. You really have to worry about yourself. The Bible says to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And in his presence, there's fullness of joy. And it says peace that passes all understanding. So honestly, they're not even thinking about earth. They're not even worried about you. They with God.
Yeah.
They're not worried about you. They're not worried about you.
Yeah.
They are on vacation. They're not thinking about you.
Yeah, and I think that they depicted that in a movie. There was a movie, I forgot what movie it was. I don't remember exactly which one, but real quick, sorry, I'm going to cut you off. This character was dead, and the other person went to heaven to go get them and try to bring them back. And they were like, oh, hey, what are you doing here? Like, I came to get you. I missed you so much. Haven't you missed me? And I'm paraphrasing. I think it was somewhere along these lines. Like, yeah, I miss you. No, well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Everything's been so amazing up here. I haven't really had time to
think about it.
Yeah, bro. So, back to what you were saying. When I saw that scene, I was like, that's perfect depiction.
That's what it is.
That's exactly what it
is. Peace
that
passeth all understanding, bro. You know what I tell people? I tell people when you go to church, see some folks jumping up and down.
You're not up there thinking, right, like, man, I wish I was still on earth with this person. You're not thinking about that.
How could you be grieving when you're in front of goodness itself?
Yeah, I'll say in the flesh because he's obviously bigger than that, but in the atmosphere in front of you,
right?
The spirit, right there, boom.
No, there's no corruptness before him. If he's goodness, kind of like light,
can't exist.
Kind of like light, darkness don't exist. It's just the absence of light.
It's just
same thing with goodness. God withdrew. If he withdraw himself, you see how fast everything fall apart.
Yeah, it's quick.
So I'd reassure him that don't worry about it. You're going into his presence.
And you're not gonna miss any of this.
Don't worry about it. You're right. You're right. You're going
somewhere
to paradise.
Where peace has no measure.
Right.
Yeah,
I would tell them, I'm actually jealous. Tell Pops I said
I'm coming and I'll see you guys soon.
Tell him I said hi.
I like that.
Tell him I said Pitt sent you.
Yo, I like tell him Pitt sent you.
Yeah.
I like that.
But if we flip the script, I would honestly want to have church one last time if I could have it my way. I would actually maybe not even church, like the whole preaching. I don't want the preaching. I'm about to go with him. I'm gonna see him. I don't need you preaching.
Yeah.
I like me.
Some worship, maybe.
Worship is just it's in my soul. I always got a hymn in my heart. Always. Yeah. So that you really want me to be happy going, sing me off.
Yeah.
Sing me off. But the last thing I would leave with them before I know I'm drawing my last breath is worship the Lord with all your mind, your heart, and soul. That's what and don't depart from it. It's going to get hard.
Yeah.
You're going to fall. You're going to fail.
Yeah.
But never depart from it.
Never. Man, bro, that's...
Always hold his hand and walk with him.
Man, bro, that's... Whew. Got deep, man. I like that, bro. That's... Whew.
To live is Christ and to die is gain. That's our motto.
And I mean, I believe it's to die in Christ is to live, right?
That's it. Because to live is Christ and to die is gain. All that means is to live, you're preaching, you're walking, you're doing everything for Christ. You're recruiting for Christ. That's all it is.
Yeah.
What they say, we're just foreigners passing through, right? But to die is gain is, I'm going home.
It's to gain, like you said, to live, to gain.
I got a mansion waiting for me.
Yeah.
With a Lamborghini waiting. I don't know about the whole Lamborghini thing, but.
That'd be nice though, right? I mean, I'm sure you have something that is exhilarating as that, bro. Yeah.
Well, I mean, their version, yeah, but because, we got to water down.
That is true.
Worldly version, but no, most definitely. I just want wings, bro. I just want to learn how to fly.
Do you think there's any truth to that? That we're going to have wings and all that? And
I don't at least necessarily having wings. No, but like the Bible referenced, 2 angels flew with. They took the rich man went to hell, and Lazarus. They flew with Lazarus to heaven. That's what it said. And then think about it. The Bible says Jesus came riding on the clouds.
Oh yeah.
Jesus rode on the clouds. He had a horse that could fly.
Was he riding the cloud or the horse?
No. So those are 2 separate things.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
that's right. He said he's gonna return on the horse, right?
Yeah, that's
on the white horse, right?
Yeah, that's when he coming for hands. He'll give the hand.
He gonna lay down some.
Yeah, that was. But then
the cool thing about that is that when we will be riding with him, right?
Oh yeah,
isn't the word say
right.
that?
That's
we
right.
Ride with him. He's gonna be on the horse.
But after the 40 days after the resurrection,
yeah,
I think it said he was also caught up in the clouds too. So he flew away. He didn't.
I was gonna say he left in the clouds.
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
He ascended.
He just went up. Yeah,
he ascended with the clouds. Yeah,
that sounds like some Super Saiyan stuff to me.
It's bro. God went Super Saiyan 12, bro.
That's what I'm saying,
bro. They just
like Goku ain't got nothing on him.
Oh, bro, he snap his fingers. He just exists like snaps his fingers, breaks his neck, and just drops him, bro. Just falls to the earth. Like God's like,
say, bro, don't even need to level up.
Who's next?
Level up.
I mean, y'all ain't gonna last 0.2 seconds with me, but hey, have at it. Who's next?
That's why I always thought that was wild when they spoke about like war at the end. I'm like, but bro, really got to do this.
He could just be like, war.
I think he just be wanting to have the fun.
He can Thanos the whole fucking without a glove. You don't need no Infinity Stones. Bro could just snap his fingers with bear, and that's it.
Probably just at the thought, really.
He didn't have, you know what the snap would be for? Theatrics.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Think about it. It would be, you know what I'm saying, to be more impactful. Just.
I think.
But would he need to do that? No.
But that's what I was saying. The whole horses and wars is like that's all theatrics. It's already done.
He's doing it because you know what? God's like, I'm gonna have fun with this shit. I could just be like, it's done, or I was just done. Okay. Yeah, that's 1 second is there, 1 second is not. That's it. That's all he's got to do. But like you said, all the rest of that is theatrics. 100%, bro.
So y'all want to go there, huh?
You want to go there? I'll show you what glory is. Y'all don't have no idea. You want to? Oh, you're a world that likes entertainment, huh?
He said,
oh, here's some entertainment for your ass. We're going to come down with some horses and we're going to rain on this bitch for everybody.
He said, oh, y'all like anime, huh?
Yeah. Oh, you like that? All right. You like the Dragon Ball Z shit? Let me show you what I got. Watch this real quick.
Some pretty interesting things coming up, by the way, if we are at the end.
We are at the end, man. Anyway, you guys, so it's been a very heartfelt episode, man. Wow. It was very loaded. You know what I mean? Just real quick, say shout out to our boy. Yeah. Shout out to our boy Ben 10. Sorry to bombard you like that, bro. Thanks for being a sport, man, and indulging us with how you coped with death personally. Thank you for sharing that with us. So again, one more hand clap for you, bro.
Yes,
because that's not an easy thing to do, man. That's very personal, But as well, and also a pat on the back and hand clap to my slideshow and myself as well, because yeah, man, we're giving you guys at least how we would personally, deal with coping with death and how we would recommend how you should grieve and all that. So just kind of wrapping that all up, putting a nice bow on it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out again, you guys, to all the directories. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe, like, comment, and please hit the notification bell so you can stay informed, and that way you get a notification whenever a new episode gets uploaded. I know the audio directories already do that, but for YouTube, you guys, you have to hit the notification bell so it notifies you. Otherwise, it will not notify you. The new episode will be up, and it'll just be up, and you'll see it whenever it is that you go back on YouTube. So it's probably better just to hit the subscribe and the notification bell. And of course, smash the like button, man. Show it some love, bro. Like that. I know we got an audience out there, so leave us, comments if you have the time to do it. Talk to me in Slideshow. Let us know what y'all think. And we're going to have another poll soon, right?
That's right.
Another voting poll soon for, it was a great success, right? The last time we did one of those.
Yep.
We know you guys like giving us your input in on as far as like what we're going to talk about next. And so we're going to do that again. We're going to have another poll coming up in the next few episodes. We got we got 6 episodes left?
6 left.
I think it's 6 left.
Something like that.
7 left because it's episode 9. So we got 7 left.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah, I think that's my math right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, guys, 7 episodes left. We're almost there. We're on the home stretch. We're enjoying this, guys. We're halfway through the season. So we're halfway through it. You know what I'm saying? It's good work. It's hard work, but it's good work. We sacrificed today out in this cold. So, man, you know what? Shout out to Slideshow for putting up with it, man. Look like an Eskimo out here cold.
That's right. Taking this gospel from Ireland to
Yeah, man. Ireland to my cold ass backyard.
yeah,
You know? Yeah, man.
from my taking the gospel from my warm ass bed to this cold ass backyard.
Real talk. That's real shit, too. Honestly, brother, we appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to all the audio subscribers. You know, appreciate you guys. The directory. Shout out to all, you know, Apple Podcast listeners, Spotify listeners, you know, Deezer listeners, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. You guys are great, man. We appreciate you guys. And the YouTube is slowly growing, still growing, but it's getting there, man. It's climbing slowly but surely. So we're getting there. So again, just shout out. Thank you guys. I never like to downplay the thank yous because you guys keep us motivated.
That's right.
You're here and you're keeping us growing. So merchandise will be coming soon. I know I've been saying that for a while, guys, but a little bit, you know, funds are a part of it. And we're just trying to put some money aside to make y'all some really dope fucking merch.
That's right.
And it's coming soon, right, Sly? We got some dope shit coming, guys. It's coming very soon.
And comment some.
I will not let
catchphrases.
obstacles. Yes, please. Yeah, hey, if you guys want to see a catchphrase on a garment or on a hat or on a t-shirt or on a hoodie, hashtag leave it in is already going to be. It's for sure going to be a design. So we haven't decided where we're going to put that just yet. You know, whether it's going to be on. It's for sure probably going to be on a hoodie, maybe on a hat. We'll see.
Hat would be cool.
A hat, yeah. Hashtag leave it in hat. That's definitely going to be one. We're going to have some stuff coming, guys. We're pretty happy for it. We're excited for it, man. The designs are in the work. We're designing some shit. We got some shit coming, guys. So we appreciate your patience again. Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
And with that being said, slideshow, what do you want to leave our audience and viewers with, sir?
Like AJ couldn't stress enough. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the listens on all the platforms.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate you guys. You know,
For helping us
every
grow.
like counts. You know, every subscriber counts. You know, every even negative or positive feedback counts. Even the negative ones, those count too. So thank you guys. You know, we ask you guys to please stay tuned. You know, keep enjoying yourselves. We enjoy you guys here as well. You know, and just keep sharing and shouting out. If you guys want to come on, always, you know, reach out and we'll get the details worked out. Other than that, you know, just keep loving on God, you know, and he'll keep loving on you.
Amen. DM us on Instagram, man. Or DM us. It'll be Timeless Talk PC. PC short for podcast. Timeless Talk PC. All right, guys. And me, as far as my final thoughts, again, thank you guys for everything. You know, be safe out there, and God bless y'all. If y'all lost a loved one or an animal, like I did today, just keep your heads up. Take some of those coping mechanisms. Take some of those coping advices and some of those coping routines into mind. You know what I'm saying? When you guys are dealing with that, just remember what we talked about on this show, and maybe it'll help you out too. All right, guys. And with that being said, have a blessed and safe week. This has been Timeless Talk. We'll see you guys next week.
Everyone out there. Being that we live in such a troubled world, it's a wonder that any of us gets a chance to pray. So I'd like to dedicate this prayer to all the sinners all over the world. And that means everybody. And it goes something like this. Right about this time, I'd like to say a prayer for everyone out there.